Hello and good morning. This is sort of a test for me. I've been wanting to do live streaming of a podcast for a while now. And good morning. This is sort of a Hold test for me. On. I've been wanting to do live streaming of a Let's podcast mute for a while. This. This is Settings. Hold on. I've been wanting to do live streaming of a Let's podcast. Mute this. I don't know how to do this. Oh. I figured it out. Okay, so lesson number one, mute the playback on YouTube. Um, so I've been trying to figure out how to do all this complicated stuff, and finally I realized, you know what? I could go directly from Zoom to YouTube. And granted, I can't publish to multiple places doing that, but why don't we do the easy thing? So many times we overcomplicate things. And this is kind of a normal thing all of us do. I think if in our minds, if it's complicated, it's smarter. And that really is a fallacy. In reality, the simplest thing is the thing that's best. So that's something we always need to keep in mind, always need to remember. And that's something I've been working on in my business this year, over the last year, actually, as I'm pivoting the business, as I'm broadening what we do and the value we bring. And also, how do I want to market the business? How do I want to show up for you? And one of those things is the expansion of my business and growth brand. Now, I don't, if you follow me, if you've been a member of the book club, you know the Business and Growth Book Club. And I named it that because really those are the two things that I focus on more than anything else. Um, if you're an entrepreneur, you understand this. You live and breathe your business. But growth has always been a focus for me, whether I've had a business or just personal growth. We should always be growing and evolving and becoming our next best self. So business and growth is the brand. And I this year I've decided to make it a newsletter and a podcast. So this is me trying to figure out how to live stream while I'm recording and making sure I can do that seamlessly when I'm with my guest speaker. So we've already done episode one of the Business and Growth podcast. This is probably not part of the podcast, but maybe it is. I don't know. Um, Still just me chatting on a typical Sunday morning when I am problem solving for my business. And that's many times what my Sunday morning is about. Just getting in these um, the challenges I've been facing, the tech, the organization, the strategy, all those things that can take my business to the next level, but I don't always have time for them during the week. So you get to see me in all my glory in my warm little flannel shirt, not flannel, what do you call it? Long john type shirt, no makeup. This is it. And also, it's so funny to me, the competition between PC and Mac. And I've been a PC gal just because I've been on a PC since IBM's PC Junior. My grandfather gave me his long, long, long time ago. And just because back then you bought software and you actually manually downloaded it to the computer, and those kinds of restrictions, I would have had to rebuy all of my software to move to a Mac. And I'm a power user. I knew how to, um, I knew which buttons to push to make things happen, and I didn't want to think about that on a daily basis. But Microsoft did a dirty trick this past week. Last weekend, I had to do an upgrade on the PC. And afterwards, instead of being able to type in a password to get in, they wanted to send me a validation code. Unfortunately, they were sending it to an old email, and I was not getting the code. There's absolutely no way to get in there without that code, and I wasn't receiving the code. So it just took me about 2 hours to decide I'm done with this. I'm buying a Mac. So what I find funny is when a PC user moves to Mac, people throw parties and celebrate. And I think that's hysterical because when somebody moves to a PC, everyone's like, yeah, whatever. So it really is a community. It's kind of fun learning something new. And I'll be honest, I love how everything connects. It really is a better experience. So don't judge me. I'm a little late to the party, but whatever. Um, at least I'm at the party, right? So, this is my typical Sunday morning, testing something new, and you got to be a part of it. Thank you very much. Please subscribe. I'm going to be putting out regular videos through, especially for the Business and Growth podcast. And that's going to be interviews of experts, business people, people who, like me, are interested in growth, personal development, business development, whatever. And also, hopefully, more interviews of authors because these three brands, well, I guess it's one business and growth in universe, but we have the book club, we have the newsletter, and we have the podcast. And I hope you'll subscribe to all three because it's all about learning. It's all about growing and developing and becoming better for our business, for ourselves, and just to learn. So, yeah, join me, be a part. I'm so happy to be here with you and share my Sunday morning with you. Thank you.